John Harbaugh. His team fired up and ready for this one. On the other side, the Bills head coach. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, we're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today. Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29 quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
Exiting the pocket right, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And he's got Homer. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Rolling right. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. He'll run the draw with Cook. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's got the first down and more than that. And he will score! Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season. of the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So on come the Ravens. Hey, Greg, what a story again last year. 12-5, 13-4 the year before that. Regular season, they have been as good as almost anyone in the NFL. But it's the story if you're living in the AFC. Get over that hump, whether it's Buffalo or Kansas City. It's hard to get to the big game on this side of the draw.
Oh, there's no question. And I think if you're Baltimore and you're Buffalo and you look around and you say, man, we should have a couple Super Bowl titles. If we were living in a non-Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid era, maybe teams would look at us a little bit different than they do. But they just need to continue to stay the course. Lamar Jackson, one of the best players, regardless of position, in the entire league, multiple-time MVP winner. So they have a Super Bowl roster. Let's make no mistake about it. They need to just continue to hold serve in the regular season, continue to play for division titles, get as many home playoff games as possible. So when the money's on the line and trips, they need these games to come through Baltimore.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. To the air once more, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Allen gonna give it to Cook.
James Cook, the ball carrier.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take him down for a loss.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Headed left, buying time. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. Tylan Wallace deep for Baltimore. This one fielded out beyond the 25. So, for offense getting set for their next drive. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no 1st downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. They'll begin with a zone read. They'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So, Greg, here are the Bills. What a year last year. 13-4, beat the Broncos and the Ravens in the playoffs. But once again, ran into Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. Anything that we can say is that one thing to get them to the big game this time?
Well, I mean, mean, we'd probably start with they need Patrick Mahomes to retire. And, you know, but in all seriousness, Mike, I think when you look at Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, it's one of those things where they just happen to exist in a generationally great team in the Kansas City Chiefs. And one of the greatest players we've seen in the last 25 years, our quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. So they just need, as hard as it is, they just need to continue to chip away. Just continue to go. They can't make Kansas City the boogeyman, because all of a sudden now that starts to get into your head. Continue to win the division, continue to get home playoff games, and if they keep knocking at the door, eventually they're going to get over that hump, because Josh Allen and this roster, they are a Super Bowl contending team. They just got to find a way to get over the hump in the game that matters.
Nice run on first down, leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Cook. Room to run inside the 40. And he will score. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. 14-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This returnable for Wallace. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even the 1 year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to the defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass-heavy, they're the spread attack. They've got unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a 3-man race in the AFC North.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll get this one out to his fullback. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson. He keeps it himself. And he's in! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On the return, it's Ty Johnson. A good return as he takes it across the 30. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's... you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Play action. It's Allen. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, here is Allen. Flush to his right. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. You know, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are two perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked.
That's the Pro Bowl safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to take over just shy of...
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Christian Benford brings him down from the 48-yard line. Here's second down and 6.
Second and 6.
Play action now. Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Here's third and 2.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Jackson going to keep it himself. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. Bateman is the motion man.
First down, Ravens.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. On play action, here's Jackson. Off he goes. And he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Johnson now to return. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. Straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Young quarterbacks, new coaching staffs, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. A first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, it is Kyle Van Noy working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. They'll go play action here with Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Pushed out to his left. He'll try to run for it. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Wallace now on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. They'll take over there. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
First down, Baltimore.
A first down throw for Jackson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First and 10.
A gain of 12. And the Ravens first down.
From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Second down, 8 yards to go.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
Jackson up top again. This one complete to Bateman. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Second down, Jackson. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And 2 yards.
Bateman is the motion man. Jackson on 3rd and 2. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson now on second down. He'll step up and run. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Final play of the half. Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North. And it's Jared Goff, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Lions get the win in the opener. Could this finally be their year? They'll start 1-0. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they host the Houston Texans. And it's a man back after that terrible injury on Christmas Eve last year, Tank Dell. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle, the Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And it's a man who once scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl, Kyle Juszczyk. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, this is strong. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bills offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that it adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
First down,
It's not. On first and 10, Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Third and long. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will score again. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think a quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. But 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line. And I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Off the play fake, here's Allen. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Here's a handoff to Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 9 yards.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. Allen to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
At the 33-yard line.
Third and long. To throw again, it's Allen. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Second and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long for Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is fourth down.
In punt formation for the Ravens.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 47.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. They will take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
319. On third and 1, it's Allen. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And good red zone running here. Taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pick up of 8. Second and a yard.
At the Ravens' 8-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short. But he has picked up the first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Let the fullback try to power it home. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he's going to take this up to the 17-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
On the play. First down, Ravens.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down. So, first and 10 now from the 30. Hopkins sent in motion. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. Pistol formation with Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Now, Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! The Bills offense get... As they trot out for this next possession, they'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Play action. Here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up second down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw. Flushed to his left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Smith in on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he's out of bounds bounds down inside the 35. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Play action. It's Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there. And as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. That is caught in the end zone, but hold everything. There is a flag in the backfield. I think this one's coming back. So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board. Now it is first and goal. Throwing again. It's Allen. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, it's Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. Fourth down and goal. That is incomplete. The defense. Zone. It's a turnover on down. Pistol give to Henry. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore.
Off the play fake. Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
They made sure that return was not going any farther. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. A full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. On first down, it's Allen. Back to the left side and taken in by Coleman. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. From the 43, here's second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to run it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Allen to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this one in. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. That is second touchdown now here in the season opener. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come... give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. One of the tight ends motions right. On play action, here's Jackson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. And to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
Just a critical error here, Mike. At this stage in the game, you understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn the ball over, and these are the kind of mistakes that decide ball games late.
The Bills offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. They'll go play action here with Allen. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's good.
When he first down. A run with Cook. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now Allen. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown Buffalo. On to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills go up by 7. 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This returnable for Wallace. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Henry. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Here's Henry. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Ravens
He'll get up and clock it and does it with just a little over 40 seconds to play. Second down, Jackson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. Taking off, he'll carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. It's 2nd down. Back to throw, Jackson. That one just too far, out in front, and it's incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Left side into the hands of Hopkins. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away well short of the 1st down mark. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
Football is back. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is the new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1 of the 2025 regular season. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's last year's MVP, Josh Allen. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Bills wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots? They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's the first running back taken in the draft, Ashton Genty. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. The Raiders give Pete Carroll his first win wearing silver and black as he guides his team to victory. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is the second-year man, Bucky Irving. He's got the ball. He's got a head of steam. He has a touchdown, 33 yards to the house. The Buccaneers come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.
Well, we're about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his 3rd team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has an opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
That's into the hands of Reynolds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap, Fields. Caught, it's Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first and 10, it's Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 30-yard line.
Here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Jets first down.
On the option right is Fields. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jets 7, Bills nothing.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
On play action, Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 3rd down and 13. Allen. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Now Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fields now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy, and that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On play action, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Allen off the play fake. Complete on the comeback route. That's Shakir. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Allen now looks to throw. Open man is Palmer. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that is incomplete here. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, what a move. A good kick. Four on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And the Bills first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Raider on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Hall. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Fields. missed him, and it's incomplete. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for New York. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Jets' 2-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Touchdown, Bills! Khalil Shakir from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Fields. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good for a Jets.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete.
To throw is Fields. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's good for another Jets.
A give running right is Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's good for a Jets 1st down.
Fields going to hold on to it. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Fulk connects on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to pull off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now a 3rd and 20. Allen going to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Extra point up and good by Fulk. And that will make this a 4-point game. 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Now Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to Palmer. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. to the air. Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's the reigning offensive rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Tyler Boyd. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 52 yards, touchdown. The Steelers have the lead at the half in a battle of teams looking to avoid starting 0-2. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And it's Antonio Gibson. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. This one's at halftime, and it's the Patriots lead it by a point at halftime. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. They run again on first down. Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Johnson to return it. The Bills getting set to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would... Right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Shakir hauls it in. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Cook trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to. And what a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point good by Prater, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Jets 21.
That time a 6-play drive, and it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The solid stiff arm. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And New York set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ball again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Over the middle, and that's to Taylor, the tight end. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball again on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They'll run with Hall. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop him for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 60 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. Touchdown! Khalil Shakir. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
But I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Now Hall to start the drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
10 yards on the big.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
And the completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards. And the Jets, first down.
A toss left side for Hall.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Third down.
And here's Fields on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Straight ahead is Hall.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Out of the gun, Fields.
Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 18. That's good for another Jets.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Fields.
And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Josh Reynolds, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Folk connects on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Allen off the play fake.
Throw left side to Kincaid.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 19-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Now he's loose again.
And down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Jets 1st down.
A shotgun snap, Fields going right back to Wilson.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Now it's Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets get a bit closer.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fights through it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. If they can score here, they have a chance. 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action. Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
319.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Bills first down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he's brought down.
2-0.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Cook up the gut. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
25 yards there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Working to put a drive together. To throw is Fields. A quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Jets.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
too much that time. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Complete to Brees Hall. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
2 minutes
7.
left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Fields throwing again. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Jets.
Here's Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's another.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun. Fields. All in all, no gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
A gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
They snap it to Fields. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Folk connects on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed it. Well, they had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bills, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.